friends. So, what I have here today is my weekly routine. And no, before you start wondering, I don't do this every single day. I am human, you're human, we're all going to have those days. But ideally, I do try to check these off as much as possible, and if I can't, it's not the end of the world. The other thing is, I'm an insomniac. I do not get up at 5 all the time. Sometimes my morning routines can start off at 11. And yeah. So, the first thing that I try to do in the morning is get a glass of water or tea because I am very sluggish in the mornings. Then, the next thing that I try to do is do some 10-minute yoga, and then I'll put some like music in the background. And then I might have one tab where it's like yoga, and then another tab where it's like an episode of an anime or the news. Then the next thing I try to do is my skincare, and then I'll get dressed, I'll put my makeup on. Then normally I like to study in the mornings because I have the most energy and I can think the most clearly. I also try to do as much chores in the morning because I don't know about you, but when my room is a mess, I can't focus. I have like ADHD, so yeah, I have to have a clean space or I'm just not going to get anything done. Also, again, it's nice to just get your body moving. The next thing I'll do is go back into my room, sit down, and then think about the biggest things that I need to get done. Because life is very unpredictable, my schedules can change drastically, so I try to do my to-do list every day versus every week, if that makes sense. And it's just like overall better for time management for me. And then after that, I will do a morning walk. I'll usually go and like feed ducks. Sometimes I'll bring my sketchbook and draw random stuff. Other times I'll just go around the block if I'm just not feeling it. But just getting outside in the cold air and watching the sunrise really inspires me. And yeah, it's just nice. I eat between 10 and 4 p.m. So I will only have 2 projects max because if I do any more than that, I will never get anything done. Another thing is I always have music in the background. Things that are usually that don't have lyrics in it and that I can just kind of put in the background and go into like a flow state. So the first project I'll do about 4 to 6 hours, and then in between there with my break I'll have lunch/dinner and some tea with that, and then I'll dedicate another 4 hours to my other project. So I will take a nap around 2-3 for about like an hour because I'm an insomniac, and yeah, that sucks. I have to have energy for the rest of the day. And then I'll go ahead and force myself to go on an outing, whether it's to shop or whether it's to go to the movies, go to the mall, or even hang out with friends. Because if I don't get outside, I'm not going to socialize. And yeah, I can get cabin fever and then I get depressed, and that's wonderful. So then after that, I usually hang out with friends, game with them. Sometimes I'll watch anime. I'll go out for dinner. So after my social time, which is around, I want to say 5 and 8, I'll usually take a nice hot bath to kind of transition into like that slowing part of the day. And then I'll usually take off my makeup and put PJs on. The other thing is, if I'm really sore from a long day of retail, I'll usually do like Esben salts or bubble baths, just because I get super sore. Then normally I'll just plug my phone in, set my alarm, and then I will usually prep for the next day. So I'll get my outfits that I plan weekly, and then I'll set them out on the table. I'll put things like where I can easily find them, like my glasses, because I'm blind. When I wake up in the morning, everything's set, and I don't need to be scrounging around trying to find everything. Then the next thing I do is I usually update my diary every day, so I can use that for like a weekly analysis and seeing how like things are going and things that I can change, and just checking in on how I'm doing and how I'm feeling. And then ideally I try to go to sleep around like 9 to 10. That doesn't always happen. Moving along to weekly routines. When it comes to cleaning for me, I don't like the idea of spending one day doing 4 to 6 hours of cleaning my house, because that just sounds exhausting. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of spread it throughout the week. So on Mondays, I'll clean the kitchen. Tuesdays, I'll clean the living room. Wednesdays, I'll clean the bathroom. And then Thursdays, I'll clean the bedroom. Then Fridays, I'll do gardening and, I'll get weeds and stuff. And then on Saturdays, I will do laundry days. Sometimes I do laundry days on, other days of the week, but Saturday ideally. Then on Sundays, usually I'll go food shopping after I like prep food lists. Sometimes it's spontaneous, sometimes it's planned. Yeah. So when it comes to my fitness, I try to work out 3 times a week. So normally I'll go to my friend's gym and it'll be more of like more heavy lifting, more faster, intense workouts. And then on the rest of the days, I'll try to do passive workouts, which can look like walking and dancing and doing Pilates. They're just slower. So when it comes to social media, I try to post my art on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then on Fridays I try to post one video. So Saturdays are basically my lazy days. This is a day where I'm usually catching up on sleep, or I'm catching up on videos or art or commissions, or I am trotting down ideas. I'm doing video essays to think about my life and think about video ideas or art ideas. Sundays are more of when I start speeding things up again, and I'm just like prepping for the next week. And I'll usually do a weekly diary review, and I'll look at the previous week and see where I am, how I'm feeling, and like what I need to prioritize and like what direction I need to take for next week. And usually I'll have like anime night or movie night with like friends or whatever. And yeah, just kind of like chill down for the night and then just get ready on Monday. But yeah, this is my routine. You don't have to follow this routine. It's just maybe inspiration to make your own thing and see like what works for you. I found having a routine gives me a lot more purpose in life and makes me feel a lot more productive and happy with myself. And it really can benefit your mental health, just having answers and having control over your own time, and it's just nice. I'm terrible when it comes to outros, so I'm just going to say bye and have a good day.